Hello, hello. Carolyn Healings here for a channel chat Wednesday. A little fireside chat, playing with the name. Let me know what you think. Get your tea, sip some, get your crystals, hold them. And we're gonna flow today. I received that today the channel chat would be specifically about recognizing growth opportunities and specifically connecting and breaking out of a conditioned belief of positive or toxic positivity. That's what came through in the meditation. Hi Jackie, good to see you. I shared, I think it was last week, a breakthrough that one of my one-on-one clients had, and how she was able to recognize a shitty situation that she had inevitably gone into as a really expansive opportunity for growth and healing and change. And I know in my own journey that there have been times where I'm like, I don't want to fucking think about the positive outcome of this. And that's fine. That's a part of a toxic positivity, right? Where you're like, yep, all is fine. Great. I'm always smiling. I'm always happy. But what recognizing a growth opportunity is being aware, being embodied, being in alignment that what this challenge is bringing is supposed to happen. Being in alignment that you are going to overcome this challenge and move through it. And by stepping into that awareness, that trust, that faith, you're going to be able to receive the wisdom in a much more potent way. You're most likely going to be able to move through the challenge or the growth period in a much quicker way. Because when you go into the toxic positivity of everything's fine, I'm always happy, a lot of that comes from avoidance trauma. A lot of that comes from an inner wound that is wanting to avoid the real stuff happening. Let me know if that's resonating. I know, Jackie, you are driving. Knowing that it's okay to also honor your growth periods. Also honor that you can be positive through growth periods too. I'm just getting this like specific piece that I have worked through in my own journey of feeling like I couldn't tell people that, yeah, this crazy stuff is happening, but like I'm gonna get through it. Feeling like I always had to complain. Misery loves misery, right? That's not true. You do not have to fall into misery-loving misery or toxic positivity. Rather, you can be in trust, in faith, in a grounded sense of knowing that whatever challenge is coming towards you, that you are in right now, is for your highest alignment, is for your growth opportunity, is for an expansion space. And that when you're in those periods, when you're in a growth period, when you're in a growing pain, reach out. Get the support you need. You don't have to wallow in it. You don't have to get lost in the sauce with it. Oh my gosh, even to this day, I have a therapist, I have a coach, I have a spiritual coach, and I have a business coach. And even to this day, when I'm in a growth period, I will communicate with my coach almost daily sometimes. I'm trying to think of the last time that was the last time I was like daily was maybe like 6 months ago. I was moving through some big stuff and I knew I wouldn't be able to move through it if I didn't have that person that was like this earthly angel reminder of, you're gonna get through this. You're not crazy. So knowing and recognizing that when things are hard, it doesn't mean it's not in alignment. Alignment doesn't mean rainbows and sunshines, smiling all the time. No. Alignment means for your highest good. And sometimes for your highest good, you gotta go through the shit, right? To make a diamond, you gotta pressure. To make wine, you gotta squeeze the grapes out. Whatever, I just saw a cool post about all the breakdown of pressure, hard, crushed, all that stuff. All of that creates something bigger, brighter. That is what is occurring with you when you are going through challenging times. And so if you can step into the knowing and recognizing that this is meant for my highest good, I will get through this. This is a growth opportunity. Oh my gosh, it's like you no longer are grasping onto the whys or the hows or the what if or the begging and pleading to get through it. Instead, you're saying, fuck yes, I'm expanding. Fuck yes, a diamond is coming. Thank you, God. You move into a gratitude space. Thank you, God, for this opportunity. Whew. If you saw my recent post, it was a repost from a time where I was moving through some big challenging stuff. And I specifically was on my call with my spirit coach. And I just kept saying, fuck. Oh my God, fuck. Like, it just felt so heavy what I was moving through. And she opened my space to say, no, what about fuck yes? Oh yeah, this is really hard. And because this is really hard, that means on the other side is really, really bright. This is not toxic behavior. This is not, it's not avoidant behavior either. If you are consciously working on your healing, you're consciously working on yourself, saying thank you for this opportunity, doing the work, then you're going to move through it and it's going to be expansive. But if you go into the state of everything's fine, I'm going to avoid, or everything's not fine and I'm going to be misery and complaining, that's what I used to complain all the time. I used to love to complain. I find myself falling into it if I am around people that are still stuck in that plug-in and I'm not holding my right space. I can notice like, oh God, that didn't feel right. I don't like to complain. Like, I don't really have much to complain about. Like, shit's going on, but it's not going to bring me down. It's not going to bring me out of my divine essence, my divine truth, my divine way of operating and being. So what I invite you to do is to recognize, look back over the last year. Fuck, the entire year of 2020 was a huge growth opportunity. Am I right? I just got off my call with my coach earlier and she was like, look at all the stuff you worked through. I'm like, I know, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. Like, oh shit. So I invite you to do is look back over maybe just the year 2020. How can you shift your mindset to, oh, this was a growth opportunity, and look at what was on the other side of it. You may be still in some of this stuff right now, some of this growing pains that your spirit put you in to make you expand. Because if we are only comfortable, we will never expand, we will never evolve. You have to go into discomfort in order to evolve. You have to be okay with change in order to evolve. Which is why most people aren't. I'm not going to say that anymore. Which is why historically, people didn't do that. That's shifting now. A lot more people are going to self-development work. A lot more people are opening up spiritually. So go look back through what are some mindset shifts that you can see as this was a growth opportunity. Is there anything happening right now in your life that you can be like, oh, I see this as a growth opportunity. What can I vision? What can I imagine is on the other side of this? Rather than only thinking and feeling and worrying about what the shit show is, see what's on the other side of the shit show. What can you envision happening because of this growth period happening? Let me see if there's an example for... I keep seeing to share about, I used to, when things were in person, I used to facilitate moon circles. I had no idea what was going to come of it. I started facilitating them 2017, I think. And there were times where nobody showed up. The first one I did was 12 people. That was huge. And sometimes nobody showed up. I had to move through the growing pains of facilitating, of organizing a group, of communicating with a group in order to be able to do what I can now. So think about your own life. What are some things that you have moved through and grown through and are living proof that the other side is a diamond, that the other side is you more in your divinity than ever before? Let me know. Go ahead and share if you feel like it. I'm going to post this to my feed. I think I'm under the time where I'll still be able to do that. So I'm gonna do that. And I'll be back next Wednesday for another channel chat. If you have any questions or want me to specifically touch on a specific subject, you may DM me, you may comment here. This Friday, I'm going to offer a healing. I'm still receiving what time is aligned, but I'm going to do a meditative live healing. And we're going to flow like that through the rest of January. So Mondays, I'll do my card pulls from this beautiful deck. Wednesdays, I'm going to do channel chats. And Fridays, we'll do healings through the month of January. I still have one more spot in Align and Be if you're looking for a 6-month one-on-one mentorship with a beautiful divine container of a lot of other goodies. Other than that, keep on keeping on, y'all, and go ahead and activate peace for your mind, love for your body, and strength for your soul, because you are so worthy and so deserving of all of that goodness. Take care, y'all. Thanks for tuning in live.